Hi, my name is Katie Hogan. I'm a PhD student in the MECOS lab here at Rice University. I've been able to use several of the printers here in the Center for Engineering Complex Tissues at Rice, and I'll be talking to you today a little bit about our EnvisionTEC bioplotter. Okay, so here we have the EnvisionTEC 3D bioplotter. This is a multi-head pneumatic printer run through this pump down here. So pneumatic pressure leads to extrusion of materials. So here we see first the build platform. This platform may be cooled or heated to support thermoresponsive materials as they're deposited. Over here you can see we have 5 slots for tool heads, which may be used, which allows for multi-material prints that can be used to tune construct architecture, print gradients, or in the case of less easily printable, less viscous systems such as gelatin, which may be printed, you can print a polymeric framework to support that material while it undergoes thermogelation and eventually UV cross-linking. So here are our 5 head positions. You can see here we have an example of one of the cool tool heads, which may be used, a low temperature head. Here we have a UV head, which may be used for layer by layer photo cross-linking of materials after deposition. Over here we have the actual printer interface here. So this tool will pick up the tool heads and bring them over to the platform for printing. You can see right here, there is a camera mounted on this part of the robot, which can take a picture of each layer as it's printed for a high throughput evaluation of print accuracy and machine precision. Okay, and so now we'll move on to an actual print. You can see that the printer has picked up our tool head here. This is the cool tool head. So we check first for successful extrusion. This allows us to also gauge what range of pressures we might use for our print. Next, we will be assessing the XY calibration. So first, we're cleaning off any excess polymer. And now we're centering at our origin for the XY. And we'll take an image to make sure that we are successfully centered on the platform, or successfully calibrated on the platform. Okay, now we'll be moving up to the actual print platform itself. So we'll be moving over and doing our calibration in the Z direction. So here the printer is recognizing when it touches the platform to use for where our initial layer should be printed. And now we're actually doing some printing. So you can see a first layer of a scaffold has been printed there in a crosshatch pattern for a cylindrical scaffold. And now we are picking up the UV tool head. UV flash the layer to have layer by layer photo cross-linking with photoreactive polymers. Replacing the UV tool head, and now our camera will come and take a picture so that we can assess the quality of the layer that's been printed. And then we'll come over to our computer here, and we can actually see the image while the print is ongoing to know whether or not we need to make changes to how our prints are, to the parameters that we're using for our prints. So you can see here we've successfully printed this first layer. There are some gaps in the scaffold, and now we can kind of correct for the parameters that we're using. And that should be it. Successfully printed scaffold. Thank you so much.